Myself Sunil Kumar. Now I am going to explain some questions. And questions 1 is for non-negative integers n, comma, let f of n is summation n is equal to k is equal to 0 to n sin k plus 1 divided by n plus 2 into pi sin k plus 2 divided by n plus 2 into pi. In the denominator, sin limit is k is equal to 0 to n sin square k plus 1 divided by n plus 2 into pi. Assuming cos inverse takes value in 0 to pi, comma, which of the following option are correct? First option is if alpha equal to tan cos inverse f of 6, then alpha square plus 2 alpha minus 1 equal to 0. Similarly, f of b equal to root 3 by 2. Option C is sin of 7 cos inverse f of 5 equal to 0. And limit n tends to infinite f of n is equal to 1 by 2. So now I am going to explain these questions here. So what we have to do here, we have one identity cos a minus b and minus cos a plus b. So we can use here multiply by 2 here and also here too. So we can write here f of n should be summation k equal to 0 to n cos pi by n plus 2 minus cos 2k plus 3 upon n plus 2 into pi, and in the denominator we know that 2 sin square theta is nothing but 1 minus cos 2 theta. So we can write here k equal to 0 to n 1 minus cos 2 into k plus 1 into n plus 2 into pi. Okay, so now we have to apply a summation concept. So we know that here this term is independent of k. So this term comes up to 0 to n plus 1. So total term will be n plus 1. So these terms we can write here f of n equal to n plus 1 into cos pi by n plus 2 minus this term we can write as a concept of like cos alpha plus beta plus cos alpha plus 2 beta dot dot is there. So we have some concept, and that concept will be called cos of alpha plus 1 minus 1 into beta by 2 into sin n beta by 2 divided by sin n beta by 2. So same concept you can use here. So you will get some concept of, and this concept is nothing but we can write here same concept. Here we can write cos n plus 3 upon n plus 2 into pi into sin n plus 1 by n plus 2 into pi divided by sin of pi by n plus 2. We can write like that. Okay, yeah. And in the denominators we can write here place of 1 we can write n plus 1, and here is same we can use concept here. It will be cos pi into sin n plus 1 by n plus 2 into pi upon sin pi divided by n plus 2. So we have this type of expression. So now what we can do, we know that sin pi minus theta is equal to sin theta. So this term you can write here sin pi minus pi upon n plus 2. So we will get here n plus 1 divided by 2. So these terms and these terms get cancelled out. Similarly, same concept you can use here, it will get cancelled out. So here you will get f of n value is, we'll get here f of value will be n plus 1 into cos pi by n plus 2 minus, here we can write cos n plus 3 upon n plus 2 into pi, and in the denominators we have n plus 1 minus cos pi. So remaining things we can here write. Yep. So we have now f of 1 is, we can say here n plus 1 into cos pi upon n plus 2, and here we can write cos of pi plus pi upon n plus 2. So we know that cos pi plus theta is minus cos theta. We have a concept cos pi plus theta equal to minus cos theta. So we can use here same identity, and here in the denominator cos pi is minus 1, minus 1 becomes plus 1. So we can write of f of n is nothing but n plus 1 cos pi upon n plus 2, and this becomes minus minus plus cos pi upon n plus 2. In the denominator we will get n plus 2. So now here by adding we will get n plus 2 into cos pi upon n plus 2 divided by n plus 2. It will get cancelled out. So we will get cos n pi by n plus 2. So we have a f of n. So now we have option is so here we got f of n is nothing but cos pi upon n plus 2. So first option is given that here if alpha equal to tan of cos inverse of f of 6, then we have to prove. See here, so we know that we need to find f of 6. So f of n is given, so put n is equal to 6. So we will get f of 6 is equal to cos pi upon n 6 plus 2. So it will be cos pi upon 8. Okay, so here we got f of 6 is cos pi by 8. So now this value we can put here. So alpha equal to, you can write tan of cos inverse of cos pi by 8. So we know that cos inverse of cos theta becomes cos theta. So we can write here tan of cos inverse cos theta is equal to theta. So you can write here pi by 8. Okay. So we have alpha is equal to tan pi by 8. Okay, similarly we have one identity. That identity is nothing but here, this identity is nothing but here tan pi by 4 equal to, we can write here tan pi by 8 plus pi by 8. So here we can write 2 tan pi by 8. We have identity here tan a plus b. So tan a plus b. So tan 2 is equal to 2 tan a by 1 minus tan square a. So here we can write 1 minus tan square pi by 8. So now we have here alpha equal to tan pi by 8. So we can put here, so tan pi by 4 becomes 1, and here 2 into alpha upon 1 minus alpha square. Okay, so if we have here, we can multiply 1 minus alpha square is equal to 2 alpha. So we can take this side, alpha square plus 2 alpha minus 1 becomes 0. So option A is correct. Option A is correct. Next option is given, we have f of 4 equal to root 3 by 2. So let us see. We have f of n given. We have f of n is given cos pi by n plus 2. So we need to find f of 4. So f of 4 is nothing but here we can find cos pi upon 4 plus 2 equal to cos pi by 6, and we know that cos pi by 4 value will be root 3 by 2. So option B is also correct. Next option we have sine of option C is sine of 7 cos inverse f of 5 should be 0. So from these equations we can find f of 5 using n is equal to 5. So we can find here f of 5 is nothing but cos pi upon 5 plus 2 equal to cos pi by 7. So this value can put here place on. So we can write sine of 7 cos inverse of cos pi by 7. So again cos inverse cos theta becomes theta. So we can write here sine 7 into pi upon 7. 7 get cancelled out. So we can write here sine pi becomes 0. So option third is also correct. Next we have to find here option D. Option D is we have limit n tends to infinite f of n should be 1 by 2. So let us find how is going to be 1 by 2. So we have f of n equal to cos pi by n plus 2. So take limit both side n tends to infinite. Here we can take limit n tends to infinite. So we can put value of limit here. So it becomes infinite. So cos 0 becomes 1. So here we got if limit n tends to infinite, f of n is 1, but we have to show should be 1 by 2, but it's not equal. So option D is incorrect. Option D is incorrect. So first question is completed. The next questions we have like next questions is given that let P1 is the matrix. Let P1 is the matrix is equal to 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, and P2 equal to 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 is there, and P3 equal to 0 1 0 is given, 1 0 0 and 1 1 0 0 and then 0 0 1. We have P3. Then similarly we have P4 equal to we have 0 1 0 0 0 1 and 1 0 0, and P5 is given 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 0. Similarly P6 equal to we have 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 0, and x equal to is given, x equal to summation of k is equal to 1 to 6 pk, x is equal to summation of k is equal to 1 to 6 pk, and matrix given 2 3 1 1 0 2 3 2 1 and pk transpose. So we have to show here where pk transpose is transpose of matrix P, and so then which we have to find which of the following option are correct. Option 1 is X is a symmetric matrix, option A. Then option B is the sum of diagonal entry of X is 18, and option C is X minus 30i is an invertible matrix, and option D is if X of in matrix 1 3 into 1 matrix 1 1 1 equal to alpha of again same 3 into 1 matrix 1 1 1, then alpha equal to 38. So now I'm going to explain here. One concept is there. Concept is what is, we have given P1, P2, P3 all are identity matrix. All are unit identity matrix, means determinant of all matrix should be 1. So we have one property, and that property is I'm going to use here. So we have property is P1 equal to P1 transpose equal to P inverse, because P1 is the identity matrix, and we know that inverse identity matrix have identity matrix, inverse matrix and transpose both are same here. So P1 transpose should be P1 inverse also same. Okay, similarly we can add P2 equal to P2 transpose is equal to P2 inverse, and P3 is equal to P3 transpose is equal to P3 inverse. Similarly we can write up to P6 equal to P6 transpose equal to P6 transpose equal to, we have P6 inverse. So using this concept, we know that we have one concept, A plus B transpose equal to A transpose plus B transpose. So we can use same concept. So here X is given here. X is given here like summation K equal to 0 to N, K equal to 0, sorry, K equal to 1 to 6, K equal to 1 to 6, PK and A 2 3 1 1 0 2 3 2 1 is there. Okay, and then P of K transpose. So we can take let A is equal to 2 3 1 1 0 2 and 3 2 1 is a matrix. Okay, so we can apply X equal to here P1 A P1 transpose plus P2 A P2 transpose dot dot up to P6A P6 transpose. So now I'm taking transpose both sides. So xt equal to, here we can write here P1A P1 transpose plus P2A P2 transpose plus dot dot P6A P6 transpose of transpose. So we can use the identity we can write here. So we will get P1 transpose of A transpose P1 plus P2 transpose of A transpose P2, because transpose of transpose becomes same matrix. So we can write transpose of P1 of transpose should be P1. Similarly we can write for P2, P3 and also P6. Here we can write P6 transpose A transpose P6. So here we know that matrix A is a symmetric, because we can see here transpose of matrix equal to A. So we can write X transpose is nothing but P1, and we can write P1A P1 plus P2 transpose A P2 plus dot dot P6A P6 transpose A P6. So we can see X is same. So we have X transpose is equal to X. We can say that matrix X is a symmetric. Is a symmetric. This matrix is symmetric. Okay. So next option is we have, yeah. So we have first option is completed. Next option we have the sum of diagonal entry of X is 18. So we have to use the concept here, sum of all diagonal elements. So we have a 6 matrix. So we can write X equal to here P1A, P1 transpose P2A, P2 transpose plus dot P6A, P6 transpose. So what we have to find? We have to find all the entries should be 18. So here we will get concept here by using one concept. Because P1 is a identity matrix, so P1 into A and P1 transpose should be A. So similarly you can use same concept for P2A into P2 transpose should be A. Similarly we have here X is equal to A plus A plus A plus A plus A 1 2 3 4 5 then plus 6. So we have a 6. So we can add 6 of A. We know that matrix A is given here. So we can write 6 into 2 3 1 1 0 2 3 2 1. So we can here add all the entries 2 plus 0 plus 1 diagonal entry. So 6 into 3 becomes 18. So we have option 2 is also correct. So now I am going to explain about option 3. Let us see about option C. So option C is given x minus 30i is invertible, is given. So since x minus 30i into b, b is nothing but since b is the matrix 1 1 1 you can take, so equal to 0, has a non-trivial solution, non-trivial solution. But the property of invertible matrix, this matrix should be is a trivial solution. So option C is incorrect because it's not showing a trivial solution. This is providing a non-trivial solution. Similarly, option D we have given. Option D is given if x of 1 1 1 equal to alpha of 1 1 1. So here we have to find first xb, and that would be, we can write here summation of k equal to 1 to 6 pka pk transpose into b. So here we can write here, we'll get one concept that will be here. We know that this term should be we can write P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus dot dot P6, and here we have A into B. So B is nothing but is given 1 1 1. So and A is given 2, matrix 2 is given here. Matrix 2 is given 2 3 1 1 0 2 and 3 2 1. So now we can multiply here. Now we can multiply here by B. So we can find AB is 2 3 1 1 0 2 3 2 1. Here 1 1 1. So after multiplying we will get here 2 plus 3 plus 1. So we will get here 6. Then similarly 1 plus 0 plus 2 is 3, and here again 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. So we have AB equal to 6, and we know that adding all these 6 matrix, so we will get here every so we will get here like matrix, we will get here adding this 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 will get, because in every matrix there is a one value is same for other matrix. So adding these two in the same place you will get 2 and remaining will be 0. So similarly we will get 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 and 2. And here we have AB is equal to, already we have find 6, 3, 6. So by calculating this we will get here 2 into 6, 12 plus 6 plus 12. Similarly we will get same thing here. So we will get here 30, 30 and 30. So we can write here 30 is a take outside 1, 1, 1. So by comparison we have given this value alpha into 1, 1. So alpha equal to 30. So option D is also correct. Also correct. So we have next questions. We have a next question is, next question is given. Third question is, let circle C1 equal to x square, let circle C1 x square plus y square is equal to 9 and C2 x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square is equal to 16, comma, intersect at the point x and y, comma, suppose that another circle C3 x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, satisfying the following conditions. Conditions 1 is center of C1 is collinear with center of C3 is collinear with center of C1 and C2. Second condition is C1 and C2 both lie inside the C3. And condition third is C3 touches C1 at M and C2 at N. C2 at N. So next we have here questions. Let the line through x and y intersect C3 at Z and W, and let a common tangent of C1 and C3 be a tangent to the parabola, and that will be x square equal to 8 alpha y. There are some expressions given in the list whose value are given list 1 and whose value are given in the list 2. So we have here two lists, list 1 and list 2. In list 1, first value is list 1, first value 1 is 2sk plus 1. Second value is, second option is length of ZW divided by length of XY, and third one is area of triangle MZN and area of triangle MZN divided by area of triangle ZMW, and fourth one is alpha. And in list B, list 2 is given in bracket P is 6, Q root 6, R 5 by 4 and S 21 by 5 and T root 2 root 6 and U is 10 by 3. So based on this list, which of the following is any following is the only incorrect combinations. So combination is given that here A option is third and R, B option is fourth and S, C option is 1 and P, and D option is fourth and U. So now I'm going to solve here. Basically I'm going to solve here how to find here the solution. So here we have given two triangle is given, three circle is given. Circle C1 is x square plus y square is equal to 9, and C2 is x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square is equal to 16. Wait, what is the value? Where is the questions I'm looking for? Yeah, x square minus 16. Okay. Then circle C3 is given x minus h whole square. C3 is x minus h whole square, and y minus k whole square is equal to r square. So now I'm going to draw here we have one big circle. This is the nothing but C3, and center will be here. So next is we have here one circle, and another circle is we have radius of this circle is 3, we can write, and here we can say this is the O. Now we can extend these things, we'll get here. So this is the circle C3 center, this one is center for C1, and we have this is the C2 circle. So using this radius we can make one circle here. Okay, so here this point is M and this point is N. We have intersection here. Wait, this is not a complete circle, so I am going to draw a like that. It's a circle. Okay. So here we have this is the x and this point is nothing but y. So we can joining these two, we'll get here z and w. We can write here. Okay. So we can use here z and w here. So next concept is so we can use here so w and z. Now we have this part is 4, radius of this part is 4, this one is the 3. So we, and this coordinate is given 3 comma 4 by this C2, because this one is circle C2 circle and this one is the C1 circle, and whole is C3 circle. So now what we have to do here, now we have to find this Mn, and this is nothing but diameter of this big circle C3. So here Mn equal to 2r is the diameter of circle C3 equal to 3 plus, and we have this is the origin here, coordinate is 0 comma 0, we have 0 comma 0 here, and here coordinate is given. So we can find this distance, root under 3 square plus 4 square plus this distance 4. So we will get 2r equal to 3 plus root under 25 plus 4. So we will get 2r is equal to 3 plus 5 plus 4. We will get here 12. So r should be 6. So radius of, you can say up to this, so C3 and M. So MC3 is nothing but 6. Similarly, this part also becomes 6. Okay, and we have one point P here. Then what we have to do next here, we have some option, and what is the option is, so here we have r equal to 6, we have already find. So option is that here we have option like we have to find according to list. List 1 is given 2h comma k. Then what we have to find now, we know that circle C3 has basically has center here C3 at point C3, and C2 is a circular C2. So here now we have to find this distance. This distance should be equal to we have to find this, sorry, this distance. We have to find this distance, means C1 to, yeah, C1 to C3. So C1 to C3 equal to, this distance will be MC3 minus MO. MC3 minus MO. Okay, so here we can find easily this value will be what? This value will be nothing but we have a given MC3. Sorry, you have, yeah, this value is given here, and it will be 6 here, and we have to find this like see, yeah, MO is MO is 3. MO is 3. We can write here MO is 3. So we will get here CC3 is equal to 3. So this distance should be, we can write it as a 3. So now what we have to find here, this C3 will equal to here, because lie on this circle and satisfying. So we have coordinate h comma k is there. Okay, this coordinate is nothing but h comma k. So we can write here what we have by writing equation of this line is y is equal to, we can write here 3 by 4 into, sorry, 4 by 3 upon x. We can write easily here. Okay, so if x reflecting to h, k should be, you can write here as k equal to 4 by 3h. Okay, so now what we have to find, we have to find here this value CC3, we can write here CC3 will be equal to h square plus 4 by 3h whole square is equal to 3. So here h square plus 16 by 9 h square in under root is equal to 3. So by solving here we will get 5h by 9 3 equal to 3. So here h is equal to 9 upon 5. So we got the value of 9 upon 5, because we have to find the value of h and k. Now we know that k is nothing but 4 by 3 into h, and h is 9 by 5. So we can put here 9 by 5. So we will get here 3 12 by 5. So k have 12 by 5. Now what we have to find here, we have in option 1, in option 1 is given 2h plus k. So 2h plus k we can find easily. So 2h plus k should be 2 into h is nothing but we have 9 by 5 plus k is 12 by 5. So we can write 18 by 5 plus 12 by 5. So here 30 by 5 becomes 6. So yeah, 6 is there. Okay, next what we have to find so next is in this to length of ZW divided by length of XY. So we have to find length of the ZW and the length of the So now I am going to write equation of this line. Since equation of line WZ is nothing but C1 is equal to C2. So we will get here 3x plus 4y it becomes 9. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to find the distance from this point on, means we have a C3, we have to find the distance from C3 on this line, and that would be, we can write D equal to, we can write this distance at point, we have a given point HK, and HK is nothing but 9 by 5 and 12 by 5. So we can find here distance uh, d equal to 3 into 9 by 5 plus 12 sorry 4 up into 12 upon 5 minus 9 mod divided by root under 3 square plus 4 square. So by calculating here you can write 27 upon 5 plus here we can write 48 upon 5 minus 9 mod upon root under 25. So here by adding we will get here how much? Yeah, you will get 48 and 27 is a 5 1 and is a 75. Yeah, 75 minus 9 upon 5 you will get 20 will get here yeah 20 sorry. You will get here 75 upon 5 minus 9 upon 5. So here you can find 15 minus 9 upon 5. So we will get here 6 upon 5. So D is here. So now you got distance from C3 to on this line becomes 6 by 5. 6 by 5. Next what we have to find here? Length of MN. Okay. So this is the so now we have to find here length of MN. Okay. So length of sorry option is given. I am forgetting. Yeah. Let us see the option. Yeah, length of xy, not mn. Sorry, length of xy. So we have to find length of xy. So we have this. Listen, this length should be 2 times of this length. 2 times of this length. So length of y 2 times of p and y. P and y. Anything you can write p and y. We can write p and y, and this will be we can write here. Two times root under we have value, we have one triangle like that, so we can use the concept here. This distance we need to find, we have concept like we can make here as a triangle. So we will get here h square. So here given 6 square minus 6 by 5 6 by 5 whole square, we have this concept. So 2 into we can solve here 36 minus 36 divided by 25. So 2 here we can write 36 you can take outside, so it will become 6. Here we can write here, so 6 we'll take here, so 1 minus 1 by 25. So we can write here 2 into 6 root under 24 upon 25. We can write 12 into 24 root under 24 upon 5. So we can write here 4 into 6 is 24. So 4 you can take outside, so 24 root under 6 upon 5. So we have length of this value. Okay. So next we have to find here, next we have to divide by 5 by 6. So we can divide here. So we'll get length of we can divide option length of ZW divided by length of XY is nothing but. So we have a length of this value will be ZW is nothing but, so we can 24 root 6 upon 5 divided by, here we have again 24 upon 5 is there, so we can divide here, we'll get root 6. 24 upon 5, so we'll get root 6. So third option is given, third option value is root 6. And next is now in fourth option we have So fourth option is given. So alpha. So alpha is nothing but we have to find the tangent, and then tangent in terms of alpha. So basically tangent of this M point is nothing but we can find here. No, sorry, we have to third option. I did not find third option. Sorry. Third option is area of triangle MZN divided by area of triangle ZMW. So we have MZN. So M is there, Z is there, and N is there. So we have some triangle like that maybe. Okay. So here we can write here area of triangle MZN is nothing but we can write here 1/2 into Mn into 1/2 of wait, I am going to erase this things. So area of, I am going to find area of triangle MZN is nothing but 1/2 Mn into 1/2 of, so we have, this is the Mn, we have height, this value you can take. So you need this value, you can take ZW by 2. So ZW by 2, we can find this using this concept here. So we will get here, we have Mn. So we can find Mn is nothing but 6 into 2, 12. Yeah, Mn is whole value, we can write here 12 into 1/2 into ZW. So Z we have already, we have find Z is nothing but 26 upon 7, we have 70 roots 6 upon 5. So by calculating we will get here, wait, sorry, it's a calculation mistake. So we have ZW. So ZW is nothing but length of ZW is 24 root 6. So here we will get 6. So 72 root divided 5 also. So 6 upon 5. So area of triangle MZN is nothing but 72 root under 6 by 5. Next we have to find here area of ZMW. So Z, M and W, we have this triangle. So we can make one triangle here. So we have this triangle. So area of triangle ZMW equal to 1/2 of this distance by distance W Z into, we have this distance we need to find. So this plus this plus this. So we know that this distance and this distance is 3, and this distance is nothing but we have already find here 9/5. This distance not 9/5. So here we can write this would and WZ is, we have earlier we have find already 24 roots 5 root 6, and here we can find 24 upon 5. So by calculating here we will get so we will get here 12. So 288 root 6 upon, we will get here 288 6 upon, by calculating we will get by 25. Okay. So here we have area 228 root 6 is 25 here, 72 root 6 upon 5 is there. So after calculating we will get here area of, should be we can calculate here 72 and 4 4 4 4, 6 is there, 5 5 there. So we can find here 72. We need to divide 72, so we will get here 5 on option is 5 by 4 is there. Yeah, 4 4, yeah, 4 will be there. Yeah, 280 is, sorry, 280 is there, 288, yeah, so 288, so 5 by 4. So we have third option, 5 by 4. Next is we have to find here fourth one is in list given alpha. So alpha is nothing but we need to find some yeah, so we have to first find the tangent, means tangent to the C1 at M. So we know that at M we have one tangent. Okay, so we need to find the slope of this tangent. So slope of this tangent, we can say by finding slope of this tangent should be, we can take, let slope of tangent C1 at M equal to is a small m, and this would be, you can write here, we have one concept how to find the slope here. It should be minus 1 by 4 upon 3, we can write minus 3 upon 4, we can write here. So now we can write the equation of tangent. So equation of tangent is, we can write y is equal to mx plus 3 root under 1 plus n square. We have these equations. Okay, so by using these equations we can find this. Okay, so we have tangent. This tangent is also, we have a given in the questions, is a tangent to the parabola, and this okay, so equation of parabola x square is equal to 8 alpha y, we can write 4 into 2 alpha into y. So now we know that equation of parabola is, we can write here as a concept here, we know that x equal to m dash y plus, we have one equation of parabola. Okay, so we can write here 2 alpha by m dash. So this equation, by comparing these two equations, we will get some expressions. Okay, so we have here m is minus 3 by 4, and yeah, one more concept is there. Wait, I'm going to explain here. One more concept is, we need to find the equation of tangent, that should be y equal to, we can say y is equal to mx minus 3 root 1 plus m square. Since m is given minus 3 by 4, so we can put here minus 3 by 4 x minus 3 root under 1 plus 9 by 16. So we can write here minus 3 upon 4 x minus, here we can find 25 5 15 upon 4 we will get here. So what is the concept here? We can find value of x. So x will be 4 here, 4 you can take here, 4y equal to minus 3x minus 15. So we can take 3 is a so 3x is 4y minus 15. So x is 4 by 3y minus 5. So so by using x equation, we have also x equal to m dash y plus 2 alpha by m dash, and x is equal to 4 by 3y minus 5. So by comparing these two, we will get here m dash is nothing but 4 by 3, and 2 alpha of m dash is nothing but minus 5. So here what we can do by this is plus. So now we can calculate here alpha value. So alpha is nothing but 5 into m dash by 2. M dash is, we have 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 into 2. So we will get here 2 10 upon 3. So out of this all list, option is given which one is not correct? So here we have 2h plus k is a 6, so 1 and p is correct. Okay, so option third is correct. Then length of zw by length of xy is we have, yeah, root 6 also is correct. Means okay, so we have problem with this terms. Means option we can see here options B, fourth and S is fourth and S is incorrect, because fourth value we have alpha is 10 by 3, alpha is 10 by 3, and u values S value is given 20 by 5. So this is not matching, so option B is incorrect. Thank you.